fucking mind, man. Fucking mind, man. Like I almost went blind. So I'm kind of fucked. And you know how like when you're on acid, like, you know, shit kind of breeze, you know, the colors are brighter, you know, you see tracers and shit. Not on 20 or 30 hits you don't. You lose your fucking mind, man. Like I was seeing just shit like melt before my eyes. I couldn't read. I was like, what the fuck? And I missed my bus stop because I was high as fuck. I got off at the wrong bus stop. And I was only like maybe a mile away from my house, right? But I was so high I couldn't even fucking walk straight, man. I ended up sitting next to the canal, talking to myself until the sun came up. And I peaked for like 5 or 6 hours, man. Not like 1 or 2 hours, like a couple hits. I peaked like at least 5 or 6 hours. I lost all concept of reality and time. It was quite spiritual, and I wasn't really scared though because I knew it was just the drugs. That I couldn't find my way home, and it took me like 8 hours to, like, which should have taken me like 20 minutes, but I made it. And I was high for like 2 days. I started to get worried after a while because I was like, am I ever gonna not be high again? And so yeah, that was my experience. I don't recommend taking that much LSD. It's probably unhealthy. I don't think I've